Um, Today we're looking at two cases that seem to be suspiciously involve law enforcement, and the possibility that these operations either are mistaken or at worst manufactured or for particular targets. The first case involves Attorney Chong's aide, Richard Santillan, who was gunned down supposedly Sunday at 1 a.m. Richard Santillan, as far as we know, in a Facebook update, Attorney Chong says that Richard Santillan left his event at 10 o'clock, but the police operatives say that he was gunned down, or the operation occurred at 1 a.m. According to the preliminary report submitted to Attorney Chong, or given to Attorney Chong, Richard Santillan was stopped or was hailed by the Highway Patrol Group, supposedly for not having an updated registration sticker. Allegedly, the last registration sticker indicates that a date of 2015. And based on this, the Highway Patrol Group allegedly tried to flag him down, and he allegedly tried to speed away. Based on that, the other operatives opened fire. According to the same report, Richard Santillan is supposedly under investigation, or based on supposedly solid intel reports, is involved in drugs. And supposedly the same report given to Attorney Chong indicates that there were drugs in the vehicle being driven by Richard Santillan. Why is this suspicious? First, according to Attorney Chong, the gap of 3 hours, in addition to other suspicious things, the new post by Attorney Chong indicates that there is a gap of 3 hours in the timeline. Since Richard Santillan left the event at 10 o'clock, and the place where he was allegedly ambushed isn't very far from that place, there is still the question of why the operatives say that he was sighted, or the operation began at 1 a.m., 1 in the morning. Furthermore, Attorney Chong says that the family of Richard was only notified the next day at 6 p.m. So this is ridiculous. The Richard Santillan had a complete set of identification, not the least of which was a driver's license that had the address of his wife. That had his address, which could easily have led the police to notify next of kin. Hindi po nagawa yon. Now, Attorney Chong is adamant that the police should turn over evidence immediately, including whatever forensic reports are available. But the PNP has simply informed him that no, there is a procedure to this, so he's not going to be given that at any time soon. And Attorney Chong is taking issue with this particular delay. He expects that the PNP should be turning over evidence by Friday, or else he will look into the possibility of additional cases being filed against the police, in addition to the current one that he is already contemplating for the murder of Richard Santillan. This shouldn't be difficult kasi nga, aminado naman ang pulis na nagka-operation, aminado naman po sila na binaril at napatay nila si Richard Santillan. Gayunpaman, hindi po maliwanag kung ano ang dahilan kung bakit yon. Although sinasabi nila this was a legitimate drug operation. Ayon din sa statement na inisyu ng regional office ng Region 4 Public Information Office ng PIO, solid naman daw ang intel regarding the drugs, kung kaya't hindi nila kini-question kung bakit nagkaroon ng operation dito. Ang kini-question na lang at iniimbestigahan nila currently ay kung merong excessive force na ginamit dito on Richard or Red Santillan, Red yung nickname po niya. Which is disturbing. Kasi para sa PNP, basically, sinasabi ng Region 4, di na namin iimbestigahan kung tama o mali o kung case of mistaken identity ito. Paninindigan po nila yung kaso na ito. Instead, they will simply look at the possibility na excessive force. Bakit? Ano yung difference dito? Kung excessive force, legitimate yung pagbabarel. Pero, overkill. So, parang aggravating lang. Hindi siya either aggravating, hindi siya qualifying, or posibleng ma-qualify yung homicide into a murder, or it's also possible that they're only looking at the possibility of an administrative complaint. Pero masyado pong mababa ito. Parang ang sinasabi nila, tama po na binarel, tama po na pinatay, yun lang nga, hindi tama na 15 yung bala na ginamit dun sa, na 15 or 30 or 100 bullets ang ginamit, dapat ilan-ilan lang. Which, given the evidence right now and the suspicious circumstances that are being raised by Attorney Chong, can really be questioned later on. Also, and this is the problem with police operations that are based simply on intel. Intelligence is information that should guide the police on the conduct of an investigation, not the conduct of an arrest. Dahil ang intel report, hindi po yan maaaring subitihin bilang ebidensya sa isang hukuman. Most of the time kasi, hearsay. May napag-alaman ko dun sa source o sa informant na ganito si Mr. Santillan. Yung basis ng yung investigasyon mo ngayon ay para makakuha ng solid na ebidensya na maaaring tuwindig sa hukuman at maaaring makapag-produce ng probable cause para magkaroon ng kaso, and in addition to which ng proof beyond reasonable doubt para makonvict yung tao. Intel reports are not the basis for an arrest. Okay? Hindi yun yan basis para siraan ang isang tao. Kasi right now, hindi pa yan proof beyond reasonable doubt for criminal cases at hindi rin yan enough in a civil case kung mas mabigat o mas matindi ang ebidensya ng kabila. Okay? So, right now, nakikita natin yung missing 3 hours. Sinasabi rin ni Attorney Chong na missing yung isang toenail ni Mr. Santillan. Ang sinasabi niya is kung nabarel si Mr. Santillan doon sa kanyang paa, dapat sabog yun. Pero hindi. Instead, there is a missing toenail. And he has posted the picture of that Santillan's foot on his Facebook page, on his Facebook account. So, right now, yan pa lang po ang updates. Tinatanong po, nagdadagdag po ng katanungan si Attorney Chong dito sa suspicious na pagkamatay ni Richard Santillan. Punta naman po tayo dito sa kaso ni J.R. Faeldon. Actually, wala pa pong kaso. Yung early this morning, may raid na kinonduct dun sa isang bahay sa Naga. At ang bahay na yon, nagkataon na nandun si Nicanor Faeldon Jr., anak po ni Commissioner ng Bureau of Corrections Commissioner Nick Faeldon. This is the house of the girlfriend of JR, as he is called. Yung girlfriend ni JR, yung father niya, was the subject supposedly of a search warrant. At itong search warrant na yon ay kinonduct doon. Ngayon, lumalabas na sa report ng Inquirer na Nicanor Faeldon Jr. found in a house that was raided for drugs. So, nakikita natin dito na automatically, kahit wala pang sinasabing may kasalanan si JR, kahit walang sinasabi na may nakuha na droga dito kay JR, ang nangyayari, ang pinapalabas ngayon ng media, at we have to be on guard, is by association, itong si Nicanor Faeldon Jr. is associated with somebody who is under suspicion for drugs. Kung tatandaan po natin, Com Faeldon's, one of the issues that was raised against Com Faeldon was supposedly the entry of drugs that he was able to retrieve and recover during the time that he was chief of the Bureau of Customs. So, parang lumalabas dito is pinipilit na i-relate si Com Faeldon sa droga because he knows that this is one of those cases na very, very strict ang ating Pangulo at very, very strict ang ating enforcement. There is no clear indication pa dito. Walang clear indication na si J.R. Faeldon ay involved in drugs. Gayunpaman, we expect Faeldon at nag-i-issue na po ng mga statements yung pamilya ni Faeldon saying that if JR is guilty, then he should go to jail for the longest time possible. Faeldon does not plan to help his son, does not plan to even call him up, does not plan in any way to assist him. JR is on his own. This is so that to prevent any suspicion of intervention on the part of Faeldon. So kahit anong gawin ng media dito, trying to relate this incident to Faeldon, he is not in any way going to help his son. So itong pagko-connect kay Faeldon dun sa pag-raid ng bahay ng father ng girlfriend ni JR is not going to work in anybody's favor. So we will give further updates later on dito, but right now what we are seeing is the possibility of abuse on the part of our law enforcers. I hope that both cases are handled with objectivity on the part of our law enforcers, but if it is no longer possible, then I hope that the appropriate cases will be filed against them. These are the kinds of cases that the other side or the detractors of the president can use to try to ruin his reputation or try to associate to him. The police must be on their best behavior dahil sila po ang inaasahan na mag-enforce ng mga batas, lalong-lalo na dito sa pinangako ng Pangulo na tanggalin ang scourge ng illegal drugs dito sa Pilipinas. So, the police should be on their best behavior. Gayunpaman, if they are not, then they should also be the long arm of the law, and the full hammer of justice must fall on them. Hindi maganda po ang false accusations. Hindi maganda po na nagkukulong tayo ng mga inosente dahil meron tayong political agenda. At kung ito po ay bahagi ng isang political agenda or ng ilang political agenda, then we must get to the root of it. Yun lang po, tututukan po natin ang dalawang mga kaso na ito, and we will give you updates as soon as we possibly can. Maraming salamat po dun sa hindi po nag-like or share. Please like or share, and to get notifications, click the notifications button on the upper right hand of your screen, especially kung naka-laptop po kayo, so that you will get notifications of any future Facebook Live. We will also be discussing this on our radio programs, in particular Karambola, 8 to 10 a.m. every day, Monday to Friday, and on Tambayang Mocha at Blue, if it is possible, from 12 to 1 a.m. also every day, both on DWIZ. Let me just check any questions. Pero wala po ako nakikitang tanong, puro comments pa po. Sabi ni Fra Pao, Lonce, Durac, Palcutillo, competent and professional ang heads ng PNP. They will find the bad apple ng PNP na magbibigay ng bad reputation sa lahat ng magagaling ng PNP. Sana po. Sabi ni Oliver Pascasio, gawa-gawa ebidensya, matagal ng gawain ng mga pulisyan. Mapanagot sana ang mga pumatay. Imagine kung walang Attorney Glenn Chong na magpupursige sa kaso, malamang wala ng katarungan na makakamit ang pamilya Santillan. Hashtag Justice for Red. Okay, maraming salamat din po sa lahat po na nagko-comment. Wala pa po tayong conclusions dun sa investigation on Richard Santillan, but please like or share this para makuha na po yung updates dito sa kaso na to. Kailangan po tutukan, especially ang kaso ni Richard Santillan, dahil pag ito ay nabaon sa limot, then the justice might not be served. Maraming salamat ulit. Stay tuned here on this page for further updates and details.